All right. That's the most American shirt ever. I've never seen an American Eagle logo with the American, like, yeah.
Not that.
Hello, everybody. So yeah, that was a big workshop over there. Wasn't it about AI agents and stuff?
Yeah.
What was it like? More of like how to make like automate stuff?
It was about the Patriot AI. They were teaching us how to access it.
Oh, it's probably a ChatGPT skin.
It's really bad. Like you cannot really. Yeah, but it's not even run.
It's
it's not provided with any data.
Oh, really?
You cannot get any up-to-date information. Like that's schedule.
It doesn't link to the network. Like,
No, it doesn't.
oh, it's like completely
It's just
offline.
like a static website.
Really?
Like, I can ask everything to Gemini, but
Yeah, I've been kind of addicted to Gemini 3 Pro. I use like Perplexity, and I'll talk to you guys how to get that for free. Probably a lot of you guys know, but might as well tell you guys, how to get the deals.
so you're from the AI club, right?
Yes, I'm the media officer. So like I do like the social media handling, the promotion, the vertical videos, all that stuff. And so a lot of you guys are going to probably make demo videos for your projects. Like raise your hands if you're going to make a demo. Yeah, right. So this is more catered towards how to make that efficiently using AI. And this huge word everywhere. I'm going to tell you guys how to do it simple. All right, so let's get right to it. So on the agenda is how to make it fast, effective. I'm going to show you guys like the tools, like how to use them effectively, prompt strategies. I actually do a lot of my personal time. I do a lot of editing, like for my YouTube channel, for, of course, clubs I've been involved in, Tech for Good, a lot of organizations here on campus. So I'm going to give you guys some insights on that. And let's go next. Raise your hand if you have built something cool in the past, but just didn't know how to really properly market it to everyone. Well, I'm going to teach you guys. Marketing is one of the key facets to any business, and especially a project. So for me, my background, I am right there. It's me on the basic cable network, news host, all that. So I've actually seen the behind the scenes work with editors, production, and all that stuff. And on top of that, I just do casual interviews, stuff like that on my free time. And then, of course, you guys know AI Club. All right, let's get right to it. So this is kind of an underrated step. I know a lot of people have their own methods, maybe put a OneDrive, this and that. I really recommend using a local method. Like there's one it's called Snapdrop. It's really good. It actually works on Android and iPhones. It's really fast. So it'll upload videos pretty quickly from your PC and your phone. And it does it locally on the network. Really great tool. If you have an Android, if you got an Android phone, raise your hand if you're in the Android gang. We got a lot of you. So the best app that a lot of people don't know about is called QuickShare. And QuickShare is really great because it lets you drag and drop files really fast. And if you're editing videos and stuff like that, you don't want to be sitting there waiting forever. You want things to be fast. So these tools are key. All right. And I would recommend to do this in the early phases before you get into your project, because knowing these things will help you from the get-go. You don't want to be rushing last minute. So now, OBS. Who here knows about OBS? Okay, we got a good crowd. We got a good crowd of editors here. So if you don't know about OBS, a little quick rundown. You install it, and it screen records your whole screen on your computer. So say, for example, you have a CS demo, anything computer science related. So you got to show how a program works or an AI works. You have to capture that. Use OBS as a godly tool. And just to mention, when you start up the program, make sure to follow through these prompts. It will actually help you just automatically get it ready to go. All right. Oh, one more thing. A lot of people when they get OBS, they kind of are like, how do I add the actual screen? Well, okay, you click this little button right here, or there'll be a button right here, and add it as a display capture. All right, now we're gonna get to the AI editing part. So like how do you make polished videos? And I'm gonna tell you the tricks that most of these YouTubers like Tyler Oliveira, all these YouTubers use to make vertical videos and viral videos. One, who here uses CapCut? Okay, we got, man, all right, so I don't know if I'm not gonna assume everybody knows this, but in CapCut, there's a feature called Auto Cut. So what it does is that you select a couple videos from your camera roll and it automatically generates a video. And so it does all the editing for you, it adds the music, and this is really good if you want to promote something really quickly for social media. So that's one thing, that's kind of AI-ish. The other AI thing is that it does have, it has subtitles and stuff like that if you want to make it easy to follow through in promoting your project. So say once you're kind of done with the hackathon, you want to go to social media and show off like what you did. This is the best way to do it. It's the most easiest tool. And just in general, their desktop application is probably the most easiest to use. Most of my video I've done, most of the edits I've done, use this program. Excellent program. All right, this is another tool. This one's called Opus Clips. Now this one is what allows people to make very fast vertical videos. It does all the hard work for you. It literally makes the titles and the descriptions for you. This is what single-handedly makes millions of views on YouTube. So if you've seen a video, it seems kind of AI generated. That's what they're using. This is the secret. Use this. And the great thing about this, we're students, we don't have to spend a lot of money. It's free for the first 10 like credits. There's always a catch. All right, so this is really great. Another one is AI assets and marketing boosting visibility. How do you produce good images using AI? I have all the flyers I made actually for PatriotHacks, I combined using AI inspiration with actual editing. So I'm gonna show you guys how I did that. All right, so this is really important. This right here is what actually tells you what is good, what is the best LLM. So for example, this one tells you what's the best text to image. Of course, you can see GPT is actually pretty good. Gemini is really good up there. And for a lot of you coding, who here codes? Well, use that right there. Opus, get that vibe coding going. And I really encourage people to use these tools because honestly, a lot of like your competitors are probably going to use this. You want to be on the same playing field. Use these technologies to your advantage and add some human aspect to it. Make it personal. So yeah, here's how you get the free GPT. Here's how you get the free stuff. All right, so ChatGPT, you actually can get it for 1 month for free. Bah. What's actually good is Perplexity. Perplexity lets you access GPT, Gemini, and Claude all together in one place. And it's $5 after 1 year. I'm not kidding you. The best deal in AI history right there for students. Get that. Another tool is Copilot. You've probably seen everybody has memes about Copilot being like it's kind of a joke. It is actually pretty underrated. It's really good. If you go into the site, there'll be typically a button called Smart. You want to switch that to GPT 5.2. It is using the same technology as this right here, and that's pretty up there. And trust me, it is good. It will deliver good results. It is extremely underrated and it's free. All right, so let's actually go through how I make flyers. So this is the gold. This is what I do a lot. So this right here is a flyer of me promoting my organization where I refurbish computers for students. This is called Virginia Star. And so you may be asking, why is there boxes right there? So the reason I prompted AI a very specific way. I said, hey, don't add the pictures, just add boxes so I can edit the pictures in. A lot of who here has used an AI and it didn't produce the image, it messed up the face. I feel like it's very common. A lot of you guys. So that's where another tool called Canva comes in. You want to integrate this AI generated thing and add some human elements. Don't use AI generated faces and all that. You want to add some human aspects. And I wish I had the flyer here, but for the flyer that I had for this event, what I actually did, I did it using Copilot. I told it to put a box in, and then I just added the picture of the person in there. That's it. Problem done. And then I used PixArt, which is an amazing app to edit photos. PixArt, great photo application, especially with the iPad. And Canva. If you have a desktop computer, you could just use Canva. Great website. A lot of you guys know. All right, so I'm going to tell you guys how to tailor your words with AI. This is a huge aspect if you want your AI to produce accurate results. A lot of people just say, hey, I want this. Hey, I want that. You have to give it more context. Context is key when it comes to AI. And this matters whenever you do coding or image generation or anything. Giving it more information on why and how it works will help you produce better results. And I will give you specific things to remember. All right, so another one is fixing up images. So I don't know if iPhones have this, but Samsung phones have a feature where you can highlight stuff. Pretty normal, pretty common. That's a great feature to use. Definitely use that if you're making flyers. All right. All right, here's the beautiful prompts. I'd really take a picture of this if I was you. This one I did a lot of research on. Looking at my past prompts and all my, everything I've used in ChatGPT and Perplexity. These are the things that I commonly use to make the AI more effective. And I think this looks pretty simple and easy, but don't get me wrong, this is a powerful tool. Summarize the most memorable moments. The reason it's so effective is because of how specific it is. If you're doing a code sample, I want a reference like this, or hey, I want it to be like this. You give it an image or a product, or what do you think it should look like? And it kind of gives the AI more of a target to know where to go towards. The next one is strong verbs. Being able to tell it, hey, I want you to generate, I want you to analyze, summarize. A lot of people use that, especially with the notes all these days. Using strong verbs in your prompts is a huge change, especially with whatever project you guys work on. Role-based prompting. Hey, this is actually pretty funny. You can make it do very funny things. So if you want to have the assumption of a judge, say you actually have a track, say you're competing for whatever, you could be like, hey, I want you to look at these set of values and think like the judge and tell me if this idea is a good one. How would people perceive this idea? How would you better improve it? Have more of a conversation like it's a friend. That is something really underrated with AI. And in your real life, you can be like, hey, if you want to get a job, be like, hey, I want you to act like a recruiter. Tell me what kind of questions I should know. Next one is providing context. So a funny example with HOA. Who hates HOA? But nobody has HOA. Okay, I have a HOA. So you can kind of give like, here you go. And you'd be like, hey, I want you to be specific. What is relevant to me? I am a homeowner. Only thing I care about is what applies to me. I don't care about anything else. This is really effective as well. Another one is, as I said, examples of desired output. A lot of people use this. Still pretty good, don't get me wrong, but make sure you add context. Another one, being candid is good, but you need to add more to make the whole product better. Like, I want it to be looking good for the judges. I want it to look good for this. And these ideas is what helps AI know where to go. All right. So in conclusion, we talked about how to make cool vertical videos, how to make long form videos, how to make cool pictures. A lot of these things are skills that you're going to take along for the rest of your life, regardless of this hackathon. And marketing yourself and knowing how to market your own personal brand is something that will take you very far. And these things are great, especially for what you guys are working on today. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be in the time crunch for 2 days. Some people are probably going to stay up, sleep literally on campus. But use these tools. And I assure you, you guys will be in a great spot, in a competitive spot to use AI, not just as a chatbot, but as a personal friend that can assist you in doing effective things and thinking smarter and differently. Thank you guys for being here.
I have a question.
Sure.
Which software did you use to create such an amazing site?
Oh, actually, you mean these slides here?
Like from the beginning to the end.
With the context or in terms of the actual PowerPoint style?
Like the background, I see that.
Ooh, I should show you.
Like, I see that, like even the letters, they're in such a script that's like looks like.
I don't.
You know? It's not like too much. It's easy to read. So.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. So I can't really show it here because they use an old version of PowerPoint. But as I mentioned, remember I said they have a Microsoft subscription for 1 year. If once you get that, you get access to Copilot, which enables all these features on their different products. One of the features that I used to make this was Copilot Designer. I clicked File, and it was right there, Copilot. I clicked it, I gave it a script, and it helped pretty much gather everything together. And don't get me wrong, I had to edit a lot. A lot of this context and information I had to add in, but it helped me get a starting point. And this is a really overkill thing. Amazing feature.
But even the background, sometimes I use PowerPoint for my slides myself, and I choose the things, and there's something that's off, that's like given the color of the background, and I'm like really specific about like the visuals, right?
Yeah.
And when I looked at this, I see that like it's neat, like even the things, like the background looks nice. So did you also use the Copilot to choose the background colors as well?
Yes. So with Copilot, when you give it, I'll tell you the step-by-step process, which includes your question. So you first click File, and then you click Copilot or whatever. It's on the newest version of Microsoft PowerPoint, not this old version. And then you give it a prompt or all the information you want on your PowerPoint. Then it generates all the stuff for you and gives you the separation. Then it gives you what you want it to look like. Then it kind of gives you tailored themes that fit well for your project in whole. And even with all the pictures too, it can actually tell it what kind of style you want the pictures on your slide to be like. Do you want it to be like a drawing style or a flat style or artistic style? So that's a really good feature and good catch. Amazing catch. Anybody have any questions?
Yeah, so I missed the kind of beginning of the presentation, but I heard you created like videos and stuff like that. So
Yes.
what did you use to do that?
Sorry, what was that question again?
Like you made like videos with like AI, but is that true?
Yes, I use it occasionally, yes.
Okay, did you use like VO or what model?
I don't use like Sora, if that makes sense. I don't use like full raw AI. Like I don't have it make stuff out of thin air like Sora does, where you give a text prompt and it just makes something. I use tools that integrate AI editing features, which helps with the process of actually editing stuff. And I try to tailor it for more what you guys want to do. I would recommend not to use Sora for just like showing a demo. You want it to be as authentic as possible, because the judges are probably going to be like, I've seen this kind of thing, that kind of thing. They want something that is going to stick out to them in an authentic way. So as you can guys see that with the content I make in the demos, the stuff I was showing you, I integrate AI as a tool, not as something that overly does the work. And don't get me wrong, people just use AI to do everything from beginning to end. But the aspect of what makes people successful is adding the human element to it. So that's why I kind of made this presentation to give you guys tools to be in a better place when you guys actually do your demos. And so, anybody else have any questions? Sure.
It's not a question, but you didn't mention the Gemini Pro student accounts and the Cursor student accounts. They're free for 1 year.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So it's part of the Google's 365 suite. It's actually free. I can show you right now. See you, everybody. Thank you guys so much. Oh, wait.
Those who have not signed in or like checked in for the workshop, just come in with me and I'll.
Oh, yeah. Can we get a photo together with everybody? That'd be excellent.